Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We will continue with our today's the planned topic, that is first Islamic community topic, which we have started in the last 2 weeks, and we have covered mainly the main topics which we have covered in detail. That is Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's daughters. We have talked about the 10 blessed companions of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. We discussed about them. I did not start the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's wife's details, but I discussed it briefly, so I will try to give brief details on the all the wives, not a main actually which are required. 90% ऐसा होता है कि the teacher go with just two wives, which is enough for Cambridge preparation. So what I will do, I will go with the wives topic a little bit later, and that's the main topic which is left. We will try to cover other important topics in today's class, and possibly next week we will be able to finish the whole paper one syllabus. Few minor topics are also there which are going to be discussed in it, which includes Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam behavior with women, behavior with children. Such type of small topics could be also covered, inshallah. So we will move to our first topic for today related to first Islamic community, and that is about Prophet Prophet's grandsons. When we talk about Prophet Prophet's grandsons, that topic is the part of the Imamat topic also, and it is also going to be asked. It is asked actually as Prophet Prophet's grandson Al Hassan and Al Hussein as Cambridge question. I will show you the question. It came two times in CI exams till now. I'm talking about from 2009 onwards till now. That used to be asked earlier as well in the
ऐसे
previous years.
क्वेश्चन की बात
But if I talk
पॉसिबिलिटी है
about
तो आ सकती है.
recent point of view, so that is asked only two times in the recent papers. Okay. So what is expected in it? Yes, I think Musa, you are saying something.
सर मैं कह रहा हूँ इस क्वेश्चन की प्रोबेबिलिटी है कि ये भी आ सकता है.
अभी आ सकता है, फिजिबिलिटी बिल्कुल है, प्रोबेबिलिटी है. मैं भी उस डिस्कशन पे भी आता हूँ. तो होली प्रॉफिट सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ग्रैंडसन, अच्छा अब इशू ये है कि इसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी कम क्यों है, और कई दफ़ा टीचर्स इसको मोस्टली इतना डेप्थ में नहीं लेके जा रहे होते, क्योंकि उसका रीज़न ये है क्योंकि द डिस्कशन ऑफ होली प्रॉफिट सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ग्रैंडसन इज ऑल अबाउट आफ्टर द डिमाइस ऑफ होली प्रॉफिट, एंड इट इज expected in paper one mostly questions which are related to prophets, the events which took place during Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's life. So that's the reason why we normally do not go in detail of it, but we need it, and we need to talk about few things about Holy Prophet's grandsons. We will talk about their birth and their time which was passed with Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. My this handout is lacking some details which I will suggest you to add it. You can use your books for that. You can even search, because they are the two such important personalities which could be found in many books. Either you can take out the junior grades books, or if you search on internet about their lives with Holy Prophet, so you can find details there. What is missing here? There are few hadiths of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam about them, which is going to be added in it. That is, you are also going to add Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, how Prophet showed his love for his grandsons. So that is also going to be there here. One hadith is there in our syllabus in which Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was connection and love with his grandsons, but that hadith is also used regarding zakat topic or sadaqat or charity topic, in which the zakat shouldn't be given to the, we can say, the prophet's
सैयद
descendants. Yes,
सैयद
sayyid or descendants, we can say the chieftains. So hadith could be related to that one. So they are such significant and important personalities that Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam even did not allow to give the zakat or the sadaqah, which is the waste of the wealth, to Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's descendants. So you can add these details here. My handout is mainly rotating around the details which are related to the conflict which took place after the death of Hazrat Ali Raziallahu anhu, which is, we do not need the detail of that topic in our syllabus, by the way, but that is discussing about the conflict which took place after Hazrat Ali got martyred. Our syllabus for paper 2 is still there. But we have to discuss about briefly about Hazrat Hassan's personality. So what happened when Hazrat Ali got martyred? So the people of Kufa demanded from Hazrat Hassan to
सर
be
इन्होंने
the
इमाम हसन को
caliph.
खलीफा बनाया और शाम सीरिया वालों ने मीर मुआविया को.
Yes, so actually people were expecting Hazrat Ali के successor उनको होना चाहिए. Then you can see here development started afterwards, and you can see that quality of Hazrat Hassan radiallahu anhu, and even Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself prophesied in his life. You can see this part here. Prophet sallallahu
और
alaihi wasallam
उन्होंने कहा
himself.
था
Yeah.
my this grandson would be a source of मतलब he would maintain peace among two
To reconcile,
groups
yes,
of Muslims.
to reconcile two big powerful groups, which is there, and that is, yes, this is the reference which you can add there. And Hazrat Imam Hassan played a big role in reuniting the Muslims together, and things went to normal during his life, and he focused and dedicated more on religious activities, and he did not get involved in politics. So you can see here he performed Hajj, remained busy in preaching, and all of these things. So this is the point you can say. We can talk about, the students may talk about the poisoning of Hazrat Imam Hassan and the details
सर
there.
वो
And
उनको अपनी वाइफ ने जहर दिया था.
yeah, but I have added detail there. So if you want, you can add that point when people ask him, why don't take revenge, or like when you came, because a person dies after getting poisoned after some time period. So you can add the details there if you want. I will show you the Cambridge paper. Cambridge paper do not need too much detail from the student regarding that events and all of these things, because the main focus in understanding Hazrat Imam Hassan, Hazrat Imam Hussein's personality, is their attributes and the qualities which are the lessons for the humans as well. So you need to focus on, like, to reconcile, to avoid bloodshed. This is the quality of Hazrat Imam Hassan Razillahu anhu, and even his desire and love to spread Islam and to preach and act upon Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's teaching. So this is what we need to focus on, and of course you will support it by some references or the events which took place in his life. When we move on to Holy Prophet's second grandson, that he is Hazrat Imam Hussain Razillahu anhu, 1 year gap was there between them, and that is, he is the second son. And of course, you will talk about the daughter of Hazrat Ali Razillahu anhu and Hazrat Fatima Razillahu anha, and then you will develop it further. You can talk, if you are writing only about the Hazrat Imam Hussain, so automatically you will talk about the his brother name and all of these things. And normally it's asked together. So keep in mind, you don't have to be asked as one person alone. They may give you one grandson with any other personality, or they will give you both grandsons, at it came in CI exams till now. 90% to 95% examiners' effort is to change the question and not to give the same question again. And that's the reason you will see when Hazrat Bilal is asked, so there is another personality like Hazrat Abu Talib is asked with him. One time you will see Hazrat Bilal with Salman al Farsi. So they have to make minor changes in the question every year. So here they are not able to do that. So they have to give the same question mostly. So here, the discussion of Hazrat Imam Hussain, again, the same information which you will write as Imam Hussain, which is missing in my handout here. You're going to talk about Prophet's love for him and how he looked like, or does he look like Holy Prophet? Was he given a title or something? We need to talk about it. So these points, if you are asked both personalities in one question, I will appreciate if you make a one common paragraph for both of them. So that paragraph will be covering Hazrat Imam Hassan, Hazrat Imam Hussain, both their birth, their discussion, Prophet's love for them, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's sayings for them, which is common for both of them, and the age, their age when Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam died. So that will be a good thing to make your answer having a good beginning, and you will cover number of things in it. When we move on further, the issue between the major conflict started when Emir Muawiyah, he had an agreement with Hazrat Imam Hassan, and that's why Hazrat Imam Hassan abdicated from the post of caliphate. That the next caliph will be from Banu Hashim, not Banu Umayyah.
सर
So
लेकिन
that
ये तो
was the
फुलफिल नहीं
agreement
किया
there.
गया था ना.
Sorry.
ये डिमांड तो फुलफिल नहीं हुआ था ना.
मैं उसी तरफ आ रहा हूँ ना. तो then what later on the Amir Muawiyah, he changed the will, and then he made the name of his son Yazid replaced by Hazrat Imam Hussein's name. And definitely when Amir Muawiyah died, now the next, who is the next caliph, because during the Hazrat Imam Hassan's time period after a peace agreement, the whole Islamic empire came under control of Umayyads. But as per agreement, as per commitment with Hazrat Imam Hassan, that next caliph will be from Banu Hashim. So when Amir Muawiyah died, now the case is who is going to be the next caliph. So Yazid, he said he deserves to be the caliph as he is nominated. people demanded from Hazrat Imam Hussein that you are going to be the next caliph, and then
सर वो
situation
कूफा
started.
वालों ने इनवाइट किया था कूफा में,
यस, मैं
लेड
उसको
एन
थोड़ा सा
अपराइजिंग अगेंस्ट
एक्सप्लेन कर
हिज।
देता हूँ थोड़ा सा. अब डेफिनेटली द पीपल हु वर इन पावर दे वर उमय्यस एट दैट टाइम. So when Amir Muawiyah died, his son Yazid came in power. Of course, he had power which was transferred immediately to him, and he was having control over the army and all of these things. So the people demanded from Hazrat Imam Hussain. Hazrat Imam Hussain was in Medina actually. So they demanded from Hazrat Imam Hussain to come to Kufa and we will support you. And Hazrat Imam Hussain sent a person. The name is important here.
हजरत
Hazrat,
मुस्लिम इब्न अकील वो कजन।
Hazrat Muslim bin Aqil. So Hazrat Muslim bin Aqil, when he arrived there, all the people of Kufa welcomed him and asked him to send Hazrat Imam Hussain. We will take a bayah or pledge on his hand. So Hazrat Imam Hussain, when he came, because Muslim bin Aqil, when he saw this warm welcome, he immediately sent a letter to Hazrat Imam Hussain to arrive in Kufa. Hazrat Imam Hussain with his people left Medina and they moved towards Kufa. But Yazid, when he came to know about all of that, he
सर तो
immediately
उन्हें गवर्नर चेंज कर लिया था,
yeah,
उबैदुल्ला को बनाया था।
he sent the army, changed the governor, and the army was so strong that the people who were showing support to Muslim bin Aqil, they started scattering, and finally, the host who hosted Muslim bin Aqil and the few people, other than that, the rest were like moved away. So what happened actually? Uh, Hazrat Muslim bin Aqil sent a letter to Hazrat Imam Hussain again कि आपने don't trust there because people are not supporting. You can see here, in the meantime, the governor of Iraq captured Muslim bin Aqil and executed him, leaving Makkah where he had sought refuge after refusing to surrender. So you can see the development here. As Imam Hussein, he was on the way to Kufa. So when he came to know about that, and even some of the people who were supporters of Imam Hussein, when they came to know that the Umayyads are like taking action, they are killing the people. People started leaving Hazrat Imam Hussein. Similarly, there were barriers or
सर
restrictions
ओनली
at different
72 वर
locations.
लेफ्ट।
Yes. So at the end, Hazrat Imam Hussein, when his army reached Karbala, the army consisted of 72 people, and then you will talk about the event of Karbala here, connecting with the incident of 10th of Muharram and Hazrat Imam Hussein's martyrdom details you can see here. This is the way how you will cover this answer there. अच्छा, अब यहाँ पे मैंने ना हजरत इमाम हुसैन से रिलेटेड जो आपको शुरू में हदीसें बोल रहा था, दे आर हेयर. So you can use this information if you want in the beginning. It is the references and the details which could be added about them. So they could be discussed in the beginning. So that is going to be a good beginning of your answer. If you have not mentioned it, आपने इसको यहाँ पे लिखना है. कैम्ब्रिज ने एक दफा 2013 में ये क्वेश्चन दिया था. I will show you the year. I don't remember exactly which year it was. पहले मैं आपको वो oldest paper दिखाता हूँ. Question. Actually, the year I won't be able to access from Cambridge website. I have to use my different laptop. Year 2012. Sorry, not 13. That is the question which was came long time ago. Outline the main events in the life of Prophet's grandson. See the events in their lives in the grandsons Al Hassan and Al Hussein, and you can see in my handout, the heading is also Al Hassan and Al Hussein. So you can write Hazrat Imam Hassan or Hazrat Hassan is all okay. Imam Hassan, Imam Hussein is also okay. It's fine because Cambridge prefer a word which is acceptable in all languages. So Hazrat चूंकि Persian language word है तो वो question में mostly नहीं लिखते, but you can write it. And how he remained his death. अच्छा, अब यहाँ पे they have asked about Hazrat Imam Hussein's death. Here you have to talk about teachings which we take from Hazrat Imam Hussein's death, but Cameras sometimes ask, write an account, describe the teachings, get it from the way each died. तो अगर the way they each died में आपको हजरत हसन हजरत हुसैन के ऊपर separate. Imam Hassan preferred peace, even compromised over his own life, but he avoided bloodshed. That was his point of view. Imam Hussein stick to the right decision, and unjust selection of Yazid's was challenged. So you will talk about आप इसको routine life से connect कर सकते हैं, but try to avoid passing remarks or statements which is current political situation there. I have seen some students connected with current Pakistan political scenario and situation there,
सर
so try
रेजिस्टेंस
to
लिख
avoid
सकते हैं
it.
इसमें।
Yeah, तो इसको आपने थोड़ा सा वहां पे न्यूट्रल लेके जाना है. Don't write in that way. Then we can see one latest question which I want to show you. I will check it once quickly. दैट्स द क्वेश्चन। मई जून एग्जैक्ट 10 ईयर्स के बाद आया। ठीक है ये क्वेश्चन। एंड यू कैन सी उस वक्त वेरिएंट सिस्टम नहीं था। 2012 के अंदर कैम्ब्रिज में वेरिएंट सिस्टम मई जून में स्टार्ट हुआ है फ्रॉम 2013, और अक्टूबर नवंबर में आई थिंक 2012 से वेरिएंट सिस्टम स्टार्ट हो चुका था। तो वी हैड ओनली वन पेपर एट दैट टाइम। दिस इज पाकिस्तानी वेरिएंट क्वेश्चन, and that is asked in October November 2022. Same question hai about the lives of the grandsons of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That's a very good marking scheme. Again, I will tell you three paragraphs about Hazrat Imam Hassan, and almost two paragraphs in which one, three paragraphs even, yeah, one, two, and three paragraphs about Hazrat Imam Hussain. And then the the 4 mark question is the one which I was talking about. Hussein defended what he believed. Oh, yeah, yes. So you can talk about again the teachings which we get from Hazrat Imam Hussein's martyrdom there, and you can connect it
सर
with the challenges, oppression in today's life as well. Yes.
सर ये 10 मार्क्स में जब हम बैटल ऑफ करबला लिखेंगे उसमें हम आर्मी का लिख सकते हैं कौन कौन से कंपेनियन से?
हाँ, अब लिखा जा सकता है, बट अगेन दैट इज नॉट द कोर रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन, इसलिए मैं आपको बताऊं ये पार्ट ऑफ अ क्वेश्चन है। यू कैन सी इट्स बिकॉज व्हाट हैपेंस, एंड दैट्स द रीजन व्हाई इवन आई हैव नॉट डिस्कस्ड अबाउट details of that event, because students just focus on that event itself और आपके आंसर का पूरा पोर्शन कवर कर लेता है। तो you can write it but make sure your answer covers multiple things in it. Details battle की कैम्ब्रिज के लिहाज से it's 1/5 of your answer or maybe 1/6 of your answer. Even यहाँ पे आप देखें कैम्ब्रिज ने mention किया हुआ है the way हजरत इमाम हुसैन्स body was disrespected, that his head was taken to the court of
सर ऑन
Yazid, या तो वो आप लिख सकते हैं। शमीर का रोल मेंशन कर सकते हैं, और एनी अदर पर्सनालिटी हु वाज देयर, ज़ियाद। सो यू कैन टॉक अबाउट दैट, बट अगेन मेक श्योर कि आपका आंसर एक स्पेसिफिक एरिया के ऊपर रिस्ट्रिक्ट ना हो। ठीक है।
ओके
Moving to one more topic which we will do today, that is the uncles of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. That is my second topic which I have to cover today. That includes Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's uncle Abu Talib and Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's uncle uh, हमजा, हजरत हमजा रजी अल्लाह अन्हु। तो ये दोनों अंकल्स पे भी हमारा डिस्कशन होगा, एंड वी विल सी व्हाट टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आर आस्क्ड इन एग्जाम्स अबाउट होली प्रॉफिट्स uncle include even Abu Lahab, who remained the bitterest enemy of Islam. He is no doubt there. We need brief detail about his personality also. Cambridge never gave a question on Abu Lahab. Don't think he was not a believer, so he's not going to be asked. Might be a discussion is there about his personality. Abu Jahl and Abu Lahab are not asked in CI exams at all. They both died without accepting Islam, as per all the scholars agreed on, or historians agreed on that point. So but you should have basic idea about their personalities and the details about their life. We need to talk about Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's uncle Abu Talib. Again, here my handout has a little bit less details. It is never asked in CI exams as a 10-mark question. कभी भी होली प्रॉफिट्स अंकल अबू तालिब पे नोट आता है, यू नीड टू स्प्लिट योर आंसर अबाउट हिज पर्सनैलिटी। ऑफ कोर्स ये पूरा एक 10 मार्क का क्वेश्चन नहीं है, इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ पार्ट ऑफ 10 मार्क क्वेश्चन। मैं आपको क्वेश्चन पे भी दिखाने लगा हूँ। You need to talk about Prophet's uncle's background briefly. You can see brief discussion mentioned here. The main discussion is his role and support for Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So Cambridge ने जब भी question पूछा है, that is mainly focusing on the role of Prophet's uncles Abu Talib, especially in the early life of Holy Prophet, all the way till the social boycott event. So you know Makki life of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Just split your answer accordingly. First of all, his love and care for Holy Prophet here and support. So you can give the reference of Surah Duha when you talk about Prophet came in the custody of his uncle after the demise of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's grandfather, Hazrat Abdul Muttalib. And then uncle's love and care for Holy Prophet more than his own children, taking care of Holy Prophet, even apart from his financial issues, but he focused more on Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, taking him to Syria, and preferred his Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's future on his trade and business, and he compromised with his trade in the trade journey to Syria when the Christian monks stopped. So that shows his love for Holy Prophet. Then when Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was back, he made Holy Prophet learn different skills. Even like Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's participation in Harbul Fujar and Halful Fuzul under the supervision of his uncle was helpful for Holy Prophet. आप ये लिखेंगे वहाँ पे. Then some students write about even marriage with Hazrat Khadija. Prophet consulted him. He is the one who's allowed or suggested Holy Prophet. That shows Prophet's bonding with his uncle. Some students write about fixing of black stone hair connected with his uncle, which is not the requirement of this question. So if you want, you can write it. Your answer, one paragraph about his uncle is Prophet's role, Holy Prophet's uncle's role before Prophet became Prophet. ठीक है? एक paragraph आपके आंसर में बनेगा in which you are going to talk about Prophet's uncle's role when Prophet became Prophet. If you want, you can make two paragraphs on the Prophet's uncle's role after Prophet became Prophet, and you will develop it starting with. Some students say he supported Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam from the cave of Hira. Cave of Hira event में इसका discussion as such नहीं है. So you are going to start the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's invitation to the family and uncle's indirect assurity of support to Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. वहाँ पे mostly books lack करती हैं. I think हमाद बिन निशात की book में वो discussion हुआ हुआ है. When Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam preached to the family members, so Abu Lahab warned Prophet's uncle Abu Talib that stop Muhammad from preaching before Arabs will make fun of us. So Prophet Prophet's uncle Abu Talib said, though I cannot leave the religion of my forefathers, at that time he said that, so I cannot leave the religion of my forefathers, but my full support will be with Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was having indirect support from there onwards. When Prophet ﷺ started preaching openly and the Quraysh started persecuting and opposing, you will talk about tribal leaders' support and Prophet's full protection, that the Quraysh were not able to openly persecute and oppose Holy Prophet ﷺ. They were not able to openly harm Holy Prophet ﷺ because of the tribal support of Holy Prophet ﷺ's uncle Abu Talib. Even you can talk about social boycott, detail आएगा where Holy Prophet ﷺ's uncle supported. यहाँ पे आप देखिए, even I have mentioned everything here, but it's a little bit briefer. I will suggest it should be developed more. And the way he supported Holy Prophet, details could be there. यहाँ पे ना dialogue आ जाएगा between Holy Prophet ﷺ uncle and Holy Prophet ﷺ. When Holy Prophet ﷺ uncle saw that there is a much pressure from the Quraysh and it is not possible to kind of like defend Prophet more, so he talked to Holy Prophet. But Prophet said, if they put sun on my right hand, moon on my left hand, so then support and social boycott for 3 years, and then his death. Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, historians consider that year as the year of grief, as after Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's uncle Abu Talib, none of the tribal leader was willing to support Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam there. So that was his uncle Abu Talib who played a big role. Some students may go, as per Cambridge point of view, will to talk about, as per especially the Shia school of thought point of view, say वो वहाँ पे लिख सकते हैं. If any other school of thought have a belief that Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's uncle accepted Islam secretly, Cambridge safe student write it, it's fine. So as per Sunni school of thought, he did not accept Islam, but his help and support of for Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is there. And Prophet saying about his uncle, if that's there, you can write it there. That is the total about Prophet's uncle Abu Talib. But again, I told you, इसमें detail आएगा, at least one paragraph. I told you verbally, but it's not there in written documentation, तो वो आपका add होना चाहिए. Then we move on to Prophet's second uncle, which is asked mostly in CI exams, that is Hazrat Hamza रजी अल्लाह अन्हु. ठीक है, हजरत हमजा रजी अल्लाह अन्हु का जो अगेन फैमिली बैकग्राउंड है. हजरत हमजा was not the just uncle of Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was like very close because age group was almost same. Then his close bonding with Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he was like you can say दूर से डिस्टेंस बने मैरिज, एक रिलेशन अगर बनता है दूर का, क्योंकि अरब्स के मैरिजेस वगैरह एज डिफरेंसेस की वजह से काफी ज्यादा चीजें आ जाती थी. तो ही हैड थ्री वे रिलेशन विद होली प्रॉफिट, एन अंकल ऑफ होली प्रॉफिट, हिज फोस्टर ब्रदर, एंड ऑल्सो द सन ऑफ हिज मैटरनल आंट. तो दूर से वो एक रिलेशन ये भी बन रहा था. तो ही वाज हैविंग थ्री डिफरेंट लाइक कनेक्शंस विद होली प्रॉफिट. ही वाज क्लोज टू होली प्रॉफिट्स लेसन. You will talk about his arm skills, he was a very good warrior, wrestler, hunter, famous for his archery, swordsmanship. So one day when he was returning back from hunting, he came to know that Abu Jahl has insulted and abused Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was very angry and he rushed to Abu Jahl. Abu Jahl was sitting in Kaaba. He went there and he was very angry and he argued with Abu Jahl. Abu Jahl said, "Why you are defending Muhammad? Did you accept Islam?" He said, "Yes, I accepted Islam," and he openly announced his conversion. This incident took place. Can anyone tell me which year this incident took place, by the way? This is the same year. Yes, sixth year. Very good. So this is the same year in which Hazrat Umar also accepted Islam. So Hazrat Hamza accepted Islam. That is
Sir,
year.
sir,
So
अनाउंस
Yes.
6 में किया था, मतलब इधर
Six.
पे लिखा हुआ है ओपनली अनाउंस्ड, या इस्लाम ने पहले
हाँ हाँ,
कबूल किया?
यस यस यस, 6 year of prophethood में ओपन अनाउंसमेंट एग्जैक्टली, क्योंकि एक्चुअली
मतलब
ही
इस्लाम और
रिमेन,
मैंने कबूल किया हुआ था।
हाँ, he remained loyal or supporter to Holy Prophet. So if you want, you can develop it in that way. Yes, but actual main thing is open announcement, right? Because people are became to know that if the person is believer of. So yes, he announced at exactly, और 6 AH नहीं लिखेंगे, ख्याल रखना है वहाँ 6 year of हमने prophethood लिखना है, because 6 AH is migration journey के बाद का event है. अब हजरत हमजा की जो जनरल सर्विसेज हैं, दैट इज इन मक्की लाइफ ऑलमोस्ट इनडायरेक्टली डिस्कस्ड हियर. हिज कन्वर्जन स्ट्रेंथेंड इस्लाम एंड सम मोर पीपल accepted Islam after, like of course Hazrat Umar ने भी उसको इस्लाम कबूल किया था, तो many other people started joining when they realized two strong personalities have accepted Islam. We need Hazrat Hamza's role in the Madani life as well. Of course, Hazrat Hamza got martyred in Battle of Uhud. So his main discussion will be in between that time period. So it's just first and second year of Hijrah. So in the first year of Hijrah, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam like assigned him with a small expedition with 30 Muhajirin companions on the shores of Red Sea. You remember the Abu Sufyan chose the Red Sea route when he was not feeling safe. The Holy Prophet ﷺ, sent Hazrat Hamza with some army to keep an eye on Abu Sufyan's movement. So this is he was the in charge for that one, and he is the one who participated in Battle of Badr, who was the one who had fight in single combat, and he killed Quraysh leader Utbah, right? So that is also going to be mentioned. Plus, he fought with bravery in the Battle of Badr. Then Ohad, his bravery is also going to be discussed until he got attacked by Wahshi, and then he got martyred. And then you can talk about that his body was mutilated. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was very emotional at the time of his martyrdom, because Prophet had a strong connection with him. Prophet declared him the Sayyidush Shuhada, the chief of martyrs. That is also going to be there. I developed the discussion about Wahshi by connecting Wahshi, हम उसको उर्दू में normally कहते हैं, Arabic word जो word है वो Wahshi है, but you can say Wahshi, whatever pronunciation is there. And that he was we I just developed the concept that he
सर वो
was.
वैशी ने वो स्पीयर मारा था मुसलमा को।
या तो वो भी, और फिर मुसैलिया he made actually, as Wahshi made Musailama get seriously injured and fall down, and later on Musailama was killed, but he has a big role in making Musailama, like threat of Musailama come to an end by that one. So this is Hazrat Hamza. Hazrat Hamza is recently asked. Now I will show you Cambridge questions in which Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's uncle Abu Talib and his uncle Hazrat Hamza are asked over a period of time. uh, keep sure, like, one thing you need to be clear about it. Many students, when Cambridge says write an account of uncles of Holy Prophet, to some students write about Abu Sufyan, some students write about uh, Abu Sufyan ke alawa, there is one more personality. Some students write it. So Abu Jahal, even, what's not required here. So they write it, but they are not direct uncles. They are not direct relatives of Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. तो अबू सुफियान तो आपने बिल्कुल वहां नहीं लिखना है, क्योंकि वो एक अलग other important personality discussion में आ जाता है. The two uncles, अच्छा, third uncle, which I'm not going in detail of it. If you have in your book, I will suggest you to read it. That is Holy Prophet's uncle Abbas. We have indirect discussion about his personality at different occasions. Makkah se jab Musliman Medina, first go to pledges of Aqaba. If I talk about Prophet's uncle Abbas, pledges of Aqaba mein aapko yaad hoga, when Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was invited by the people of Medina, Holy Prophet's uncle Abbas is the one who raised the concern that, will you protect Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam if you're calling him to Medina? So the people of Medina took the second pledge of the defense of Holy Prophet. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's uncle Abbas stayed in Makkah, and he is the one who used to send the news to Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Medina about Quraysh plans to attack. So you can also talk about that point as well. And
सर
you are also going to talk about Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam's uncle Abbas when conquest of Makkah event is there. So you can connect it with that one, when Abu Sufyan was asked by or convinced by Hazrat Prophet's uncle Abbas to accept Islam. So you can connect it, but it's never asked in CI exams. It could be asked, so you should have some basic information. The third uncle, which is possibly going to be asked in CI exams about Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, is Hazrat Abbas. Okay, अब यहाँ पे we have some questions which are recently asked, so I want to go with it. I showed you the question on Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's grandson. I will close that one. And here Oh, like I got the question directly. It's Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's two uncles. The Cambridge asked a question, direct question on Prophet's uncles, and they have specified Hazrat Hamza bin Abdul Muttalib and oh no, yeah, Hazrat Hamza bin Abdul Muttalib and Abu Talib. They both are actually the uncles of Holy Prophet, direct uncles of Holy Prophet. So details of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's uncles are there. Hazrat Hamza पे दो पैराग्राफ हैं, which is brief. I personally think I will suggest कि आप इसको थोड़ा सा develop करेंगे. Or I think the last paragraph is almost same which I was talking about in my handout as well. The chief of martyrs. Even he is also counted as Asadullah, the lion of Allah could be added here. Prophet led his funeral prayer, very emotional. I told you about that one. Then Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's uncle Abu Talib, you can see the discussion here. अब यहाँ कैमरिज ने तो मेंशन किया हुआ है, but I remember in some of the other questions here they have mentioned if someone has a concept or belief that he accepted Islam, so you can talk about that one. Then Shebi Abi Talib, social boycott, the three paragraphs are there about Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's uncle Abu Talib. And I told you to make sure you see the answer, sorry, you see the question for 4 marks because यहाँ पे students marks lose करते हैं. And again, don't repeat or don't think just telling how Holy Prophet's uncle helped Holy Prophet. This is not enough. The question in part B is asking you what can we learn. So connect it how we can use that bonding. We can use this type of connection in the society. I have found some very good answers, and students have connected it with taking care of the nephews or niece if by chance someone's family member dies, so taking the responsibility of their education, their upbringing. So such examples will make your answer stronger, and it's not restricted to direct family member. It could be anyone nearby close to us. We should be inquiring about their issues and all of these things. So giving real life example linked with behavior of Holy Prophet's uncle Abu Talib is going to make your answer stronger. ठीक है. अच्छा, अब ये तो था, that was all about Prophet's uncle. अच्छा, हजरत हमजा पे अभी ये recent question भी आया. I will see if I have opened it or not. I think it's somewhere here. Yes. Can you see that? It came in May, June 2025. Non-Pakistani variant question था. वहाँ पे हजरत हमजा पे फिर आया हुआ है with Hazrat Bilal. So Hazrat Bilal पे I'm coming to discuss it later. I will discuss about that part separately. But there is same information about Hazrat Hamza which we already discussed about it. And I am doubted one more. Yes.
सर
Hmm.
ये हजरत हमजा में हम कॉन्क्वेस्ट ऑफ मक्का का तब का लिख सकते हैं जब वो वैशी इस्लाम एक्सेप्ट करने आया था तो होली प्रॉफिट ने जो कहा था कि
Make
यू
him remember.
रिमाइंड मी ऑफ माय
Well, actually,
अंकल.
that is going for Vashi detail. Even I added Vashi's discussion in Musalma's case there. Lekin again, if you talk about it, it gives an impression on examiner that you are talking about Vashi, not Hazrat Hamza details there. But indirectly, आप refer कर सकते हैं क्योंकि वो कोड requirement में नहीं है. ठीक है, लिख सकते हैं. अच्छा, Holy Prophet's uncle Abu Talib was asked in Pakistani variant. I was showing you two variants. That is where Hazrat Hamza was asked in May June 2025 non-Pakistani variant, और पाकिस्तानी variant में यहाँ पे हजरत अबू तालिब पे discussion आया हुआ था. So you can see here the discussion on Holy Prophet's uncle Abu Talib here. और आप अगर देखें हजरत सलमान अल फारसी के ऊपर 1 2 3 4 इवन समवेयर 5 पैराग्राफ्स के अराउंड डिटेल है, और होली प्रॉफिट के अंकल के ऊपर 3 पैराग्राफ्स है. तो डोंट थिंक दैट यू हैव टू इवन मोर नीचे डिटेल है, बट डोंट थिंक कि अगर दो पर्सनैलिटीज एग्जाम में तो यू हैव टू राइट इक्वली अबाउट देम. No, there is no such criteria. Even Cambridge has mentioned it at different places. It's not 5 mark distribution. So don't worry about that one. Okay, we will see what is the discussion about Holy Prophet's uncle, which I have missed here. That's taking care of him like his own son, often preferring over his own children, right? Which we discussed about it. Then Christian monk discussion is required in this answer. And then you can see here open preaching of Holy Prophet and tribal protection discussed here. Quraysh demanded to withdraw. I told you the way Prophet reacted, and then full support, and then Shebi Abi Talib event or the social boycott question. So yes, that is same thing here, but the way you develop it is going to decide your level in the answer there. I'm moving on to, I was planning to go to one more personality. Okay, let's go with Hazrat Bilal's personality here. And we have a question which I just showed you there. So Hazrat Bilal, again, acha, none of the personalities which I'm showing you today, either grandsons, They are, of course, asked together, or uncles of Holy Prophet. None of them are asked alone as a 10-mark question. Keep this in your mind. Till now, whatever we have discussed, they are all asked together with as two personality. Cambridge can give you, they can give you one personality as a 10-mark question, either on uncle of Holy Prophet Abu Talib or Hazrat Hamza or Hazrat Bilal even, but there is least chance there. और अगर by chance ही कभी 10 marks में suddenly आता भी है, you don't have to worry at all. That information which you have prepared as a part of 5 mark, like half of the question, that is enough there. Okay, anyway, Hazrat Bilal, we normally know about the way he got tortured, persecuted, and opposed, and the way he supported Islam. But it is good to begin his life, if it's like 2 3 lines only, about his early life, from where he belonged and how. Why he was facing challenges, and his master's name is very important. I don't know if I've mentioned his name is Umayyah bin Khalaf. Yeah, is here. So Umayyah bin Khalaf name is very important. And then he is among the earliest converts who accepted Islam and faced tortures and persecution during the life of Holy Prophet ﷺ. There is a need to explain the way his master persecuted him. ये आपको यहाँ पे खाली नहीं चाहिए. You will need it in persecution and opposition to Islam topic there, the way Prophet and his followers were persecuted and opposed. So you're going to talk about the way Umayyah bin Khalaf persecuted Hazrat Bilal and what was his reaction there. So some students who are following my notes for persecution and opposition to the follower, they used to say, "Sir, वहाँ पे बहुत brief लिखा हुआ है." I do agree with that because I asked them to refer to this page here. यहाँ पे हजरत बिलाल्स रिएक्शन इज ऑल्सो नेसेसरी, और उसके साथ ही आपने एक और चीज ऐड अप करनी है, और वो है हाउ ही गॉट फ्री एंड हु परचेज्ड हिम, and what was the reaction of Hazrat Abu Bakr when Umayyah bin Khalaf was saying you are making a very bad deal, like you are paying something for nothing. So Hazrat Abu Bakr reacted that this person has more value. Could have paid more than that, whatever was needed, because I am doing a deal which is more beneficial to me in the life hereafter. तो आप यहाँ पे ऐड कर सकते हैं. Then Hazrat Bilal, after being freed, first Muazzin of Islam. ये मक्की लाइफ यहाँ डिस्कशन खत्म होता है. Then मदनी लाइफ हजरत बिलाल का रोल यहाँ शुरू हो जाता है. And the way Hazrat Bilal worked as Muazzin of Islam, Prophet ﷺ, his attachment and closeness. Some students may talk about Hazrat Bilal, his footsteps were heard by Holy Prophet in the Miraj event, and he was told that Bilal will be entering paradise while carrying the rope of Holy Prophet's camel. So that shows the significance of Hazrat Bilal Raziyallahu anhu there. And here, when Prophet ﷺ died, Hazrat Bilal was not able to control his emotions and he stopped calling for azan there. यहाँ तक अच्छा हजरत बिलाल की इधर ही आई हैव मिस्ड अ पॉइंट व्हेन मुस्लिम्स captured Makkah, conquest of Makkah. Prophet called him and asked him to call for azan there. So this is also the point there. The last paragraph, which you can see here, it's about Hazrat Bilal's life after the demise of Holy Prophet Sallallahu. No, even the point which I was talking about, conquest of Makkah, यहाँ पे है, और even he killed his master. Sorry, that's the point which I missed it. तो अच्छा यहाँ पे मैंने जो 2 लाइनें ऐड की हैं, दिस विल बी मूव डाउन, और वो प्रॉफिट की डेथ के बाद के इवेंट है. तो ही कॉल स्टॉप कॉलिंग फॉर अजान. लेकिन बाकी जो पॉइंट्स यहाँ पे सारे हैं, दे आर ऑल रिलेटेड टू हजरत बिलाल्स रोल ड्यूरिंग द लाइफ ऑफ होली प्रॉफिट सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम. Okay. And then last 2 3 lines are talking about Hazrat Bilal's role. Hazrat Bilal actually left Medina after Prophet's death and he went to Syria and he passed his remaining years there. He called for Azan at some selected occasions on the request of many people. One at the time on the request of Holy Prophet's grandson, one on the request of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Hazrat Umar when he
सिर्फ
conquered.
हजरत अली की रिक्वेस्ट भी इन्होंने अजान की थी ना।
Possibly because very few requests on which he, because he was not able to call the azan after Prophet's demise. और इसका reason मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. Whenever he used to say अशहदु अन्ना मुहम्मद
मोहम्मद
रसूल,
रसूल सर वो रोने लग जाते थे।
वो point करते थे towards Prophet because Prophet was there. Either he was sitting in the Masjid al-Nabi or his room was next to the Masjid al-Nabi, so he used to point there. So when Prophet died, he cannot control his emotions, and that's the reason why he stopped calling for azan. And it shows and his love for Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. तो आप बिल्कुल वहाँ पे मेंशन कर सकते हैं. और his services after Prophet's demise की डिटेल यहाँ नहीं है और ज़रूरत भी नहीं होती. मोस्टली ये इनफ आंसर है फॉर हज़रत बिलाल एंड आई पर्सनली थिंक इट कुड बी इनफ इफ बाय चांस इट्स अ 10 mark क्वेश्चन. आई शोड यू द क्वेश्चन हेयर और ये हज़रत बिलाल के ऊपर ही डिस्कशन है. ठीक है. और यस, समवन रेज द हैंड.
Sir,
अच्छा,
when did Hazrat Bilal get martyred?
Hazrat Bilal did not get martyred. Actually, he died. Actually, I am not exactly sure the year he got, like he died in it. So, but he died, of course, after the death of Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and he participated in many battles. I think I have mentioned here, but I don't exactly remember the year he died. Actually, it's
But
not
he
mentioned.
died in Syria, right?
He died in Syria. He's buried there even. His
Okay, okay.
grave is also in Syria. और अभी जब इंसिडेंट हुआ था रिसेंटली सीरिया के अंदर, तो among the buildings or the areas which were damaged उसमें
सर वो कुछ साहबा की ग्रेव्स भी मतलब बॉडीज निकाली गई थी ना सीरिया में
मैं
से।
यही वो लेकिन था, तो उसलिए हजरत बिलाल वो एक्चुअली वो बॉम्बिंग में इंसिडेंट हुआ था, तो यस हजरत बिलाल रजी अल्लाह अन्हु हुज ग्रेव इज देयर इवन इन
सर
सीरिया।
वैसे जो बॉडीज निकाली थी वो तो बेओर में थी हुई ना।
एग्जैक्टली ऐसे ही है। तो अब उसके ऊपर थोड़ा सा डिस्कशन है, लेकिन हमारे अभी टॉपिक में नहीं है। लेकिन अगेन हजरत बिलाल लेफ्ट मदीना, ही पास्ट हिज लास्ट डेज देयर एंड ही इज बरीड देयर आल्सो। ठीक है, हमारा यहाँ तक ही डिस्कशन था। मैं आपको एक क्वेश्चन, वैसे बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन में हजरत बिलाल इज आस्क्ड, बट अगेन विद either Salman al-Farisi, either Abu Talib, or any other personality which was there at the time of Holy Prophet. Like here, I showed you Hazrat Bilal asked with Holy Prophets, of another personality at the time of Holy Prophet. I will talk about Abu Sufyan's discussion because it's a possible 10-mark question. His life before Islam and after Islam discussion there. But Hazrat Bilal का part आपको यहाँ पे मिल जाता है. You can. I was just looking if I can see his year of death. Even is not mentioned in Cambridge paper also. So he went to Damascus and he died there. This is the total summary of Hazrat Bilal's life.